Testicles, testicles. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Hi, I'm Aaron from Paradise Lost, and you're watching Get in the Pit.
Still polite as ever, because I recall, this is a long story, but I will tell you anyway. We met back in, I think it was on Icon Tour in early 90s when you were here in Sepultura. And after the show I was having my CD booklet signed.
Right.
And I was there waiting for the line, and then some chick just came over me. Yeah. And you were like, there, hey, sorry, but I promised this gentleman first. Yeah. And I always remember that one. Oh, okay. And a couple of years ago, after that, so I did talk to you again after the show, and you still remember this incident, and you told that your mother told you these good manners are always very important.
Manners cost nothing, and you know, that's it. You know, I had it drummed into me all the way through life. You know, manners cost nothing. You know, it's so easy to say please, thank you. Yeah. You know.
So, does your mother still teach you any good manners, or have you fully learned this?
Do mothers ever stop teaching you something? I've been on the phone actually to my mum today for about 20 minutes, so she was making sure I was all right. No, because it's my birthday today, so my mum rang me up to wish me happy birthday, so she was like, are you all right? Oh, is it cold? Have you got a coat on? And you know what mothers are like, so she's ace.
Happy birthday then.
Thank you.
So what are you going to get the birthday present?
A concert, I think, tonight. I'm going to play a concert for my birthday. No, I don't know. I don't know yet. It's birthdays are just an excuse to have a drink with your friends, and that's what we're doing on tour anyway, so it'll be a same old day.
So you are having like a birthday every day then, or almost every day?
Kind of, yeah. That's what touring's like, except for unless when there's no shower or the travelling's bad, but that's about it. It's a pretty cool job.
Well, Finland has always treated you quite well. You have been here almost with every single album promoting it. I have seen you guys like 6 times here in Finland. I think I've even missed one gig, but still.
Right, brilliant. No, the thing is we've always found the Finnish as a race of people wonderful fun, very loyal, and really, really good fun. I mean, we've got so many friends in bands who are Finnish. We seem to tour with a lot of Finns. And we always have a good laugh, so it's always a pleasure to come here, for sure. I can't believe it's only the second time we've been in Tampere as well, so hopefully tonight will be good.
Well, not too many bands have done that. I mean, coming here every so often. You have been touring with Nightwish this fall, and now you're going to tour with him in the beginning of next year.
I know, yeah. It's and between them, Amorphis, and the 69 Eyes guys, we've played with many Finnish bands, you know. But the Nightwish tour was great. They were really cool. They're doing really well in the States, and it was really nice for us. Anytime, you know, they were like they couldn't help you enough, and just good friends as well. So it was good fun. It's good fun touring with friends, really, you know. But the Hymn tour, looking forward to as well, because we've known those guys for a long time as well. So it's all good fun.
Do you think the audience is quite different from what we usually come up with your own tours?
I think that's one of the reasons why we wanted to do these tours, because you can play so many times for the people who come to see you all the time or whatever, but these tours are pretty good for us to hopefully win over new fans or people who maybe wouldn't think to listen to us, give them a chance to hear what we're like, and hopefully, you know, win over a few new friends, you know.
So if you look back now, what were the major ups and downs?
Well, basically, there's not really. I don't know. I mean, things like the bus. We've had a couple of bus fires. We had one fire where we lost all our equipment. That was quite hairy at the time. Ups and downs. I don't know. I think probably the biggest down. It's not just for us really. I think it's a lot of the music industries. The illegal downloading of MP3s has changed the business a lot in the last 5 years. I mean, now you've got bands that are going on tour because that's where they can make money, you know. So everyone's touring all the time now, so it's pretty good for people, but you know, then tickets are expensive and it's very difficult, you know. But I think that's but that's for everyone. That's not just for us. It really affects sales, you know. But then they expect you to record an album as good a quality, you know, again, but without, you know, waiting to pay for it. But it's quite good. There's still a lot of people out there that buy CDs, so I've still got a lot of hope.
Despite the drummers changing, you have had a stable lineup for almost 20 years now. Do you have any idea why? Is it a secret, or are just nice guys who like each other so much?
Yeah, well, the thing is, we're old friends. We started the band as friends. I mean, well, Matt, the original drummer, I live closer to him now in London than when we lived in Halifax, but he's still my best friend. And he sat behind me at school when I was 11. Greg was in the next classroom when I was 11. I've known Nick since I was 12. We used to go BMX biking together. And I've known Steve since we were about 15, 16, and I think it's friendship. We made a band as friends rather than, you know, the band being put together, you know. I think that's the most important thing, is sort of respect for each other, and a good sense of humour gets you through 20 years, I think. We've all got a pretty good sense of humour, so, you know, it's that really.
Is it like this typical British humour nobody else understands?
Yeah. Funnily enough, the one I always quote, we did an American tour in '93 with Morbid Angel, and Nick said something that wasn't even a joke, and David Vincent went, "Monty Python, right?" Never did understand that shit. Yeah, it's very typically British humour that we've got here. There's a lot of sarcasm in there, you know.
How would you define your role in the band besides being the rhythm guitar player and the original member?
I'm like the bass player from Spinal Tap, but I'm kind of lukewarm. I don't know. We just the good thing with Paradise Lost is over the 20 years we've never had anybody who's particularly in charge or anybody who gets too much of an ego. We've always been a democracy, so it's like if 3 people vote one way, regardless of what it is, they win, you know. So so my role in the band is just one of 5, you know. But yeah, I'm more of lukewarm, really.
Have you had enough of success here already?
Oh, you can never have too much success.
So what else there's to gain then?
I don't know. I feel so privileged to have been able to do a job I love for 20 years, you know, and every day beyond the current day that I do that is a blessing, and that in itself is good enough for me, you know.
Do you have any regret of doing these things, or questioning your motives in being a musician instead of having a 9-to-5 job?
No. I think I think the only benefits of regret is to learn from them. But I think looking back and always looking in the past, I don't think it's a good thing. I think you should always look forward. I think you learn from the past and move on. It makes you a better and stronger person, you know. That's the way I see it anyway, so.
I did interview Greg like 5 years ago when Symbol of Life came out, and he told me that he still doesn't understand what Nick's singing about, what he's writing lyrics about. Do you have any idea what he's writing about?
The thing with Nick is it doesn't even have to be totally related to what it looks like on the paper. People make all sorts of ideas of what they think it is. But I mean, it could be, he makes observations, the things that happen around him in life, things like that. It could be as daft as, you know, I don't know, his wife crashing his car or something. You know, it could be, the most beautiful sunrise, or do you know what I mean? It could be anything that inspires you. But with Nicky's songs, it's sometimes one verse is about one thing and another verse is about something else. So I don't try too hard to understand it. I just really enjoy his lyrics, you know, but I don't try to work into them too much, you know.
So, what are your views about this one?
About death and dying?
Yeah.
Beliefs or... well, it's... I don't really have a faith of any label. I do believe there's other things out there, you know. But I don't know. I approach it as like I enjoy my life, and when I get to the end of my life, work it out then. I'm not a big fan of religion, to be honest, mainly for the war reasons. I mean, it's how can they all be right as well, you know? A lot of religious documentation was written hundreds of years after it actually happened. It's like me writing about Robin Hood, you know, and then censoring it. So I don't know. I mean, it's like religion is a very passionate thing for a lot of people. I don't mind people having religion where it gives them hope or something, but I think when it comes down to killing each other over it, I think it's ridiculous. And they can't all be right, so you know, so they're either all wrong or only one's right, you know. So
it makes you wonder.
Yeah, it does, yeah. So I don't know. I sit and think about it quite a lot, but I don't know. I just think if you can go through life, I mean, karma's one thing I believe in. If you're nice to someone, it'll have a knock-on effect somewhere else, and hopefully it'll come back and, you know, somebody will treat you as nicely as you expect, you know, to be treated. You know, so more about that really. I think it's just be good to each other. I mean, religion is a moral code. That's all it was. Yeah. I think that's why it was brought together in the first place. The thing is, nowadays, You know, I don't know whether it seems a bit outdated, a bit religion in some respects, but just be nice to it. I mean, as long as people are nice to each other, when I get to the end of my life, I'll figure it out then.